Hey, this is WebJourney1977 here. Continuing the rebuilding of the Oasis. You may want to call it that. Something like that. I don't know. For now, until I'm back fully. Well, I mean, until I have a second, separate space. Basically. But, yeah, I actually got quite a bit of other stuff here. Got the got some shelves up here. Yeah, it's coming along. Slowly but surely, it's coming along. But yeah. So, see if we can get some people in here to talk to, and probably go for an hour or so, something like that. And my daughter Piper wanted me to tell everybody that she said hello, even though that some of you may not know who that is, but she still wanted me to tell you anyway. But yeah. Don't think I kind of got some other pickups. I got the some Velcro for my patches. I can't remember if I showed the patches that I have so far, but got all my Ghostbuster stuff here, as you can tell. Jumpsuit, and there's a hat, and then got some patches down here. I know I showed the gloves and the elbow pads. I know I showed that stuff. Hey, how's it going? Appreciate you stopping in. How's your day going today? This patch is just one I had off my lunchbox. I have like a military lunchbox, and it had like a American flag on it, and it kept falling off. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep it for my jumpsuit. And then I have the slimed patch. I think I showed these on this one at least. One stream before, but I have the slime patch. I have a couple more patches coming that I'm going to show when they get here. And I also have my buddy's group. He lives down in West Virginia. One of them lives in West Virginia, the other one lives in Virginia. And Tri-State Division, they cover Virginia, West Virginia, and Maryland. So they're making a comeback here in their charity group. So yeah. It's basically don't think I did get this. I'll show this real fast since it's easy to get this from my brother-in-law. I don't know whether I've showed this or not, but the Super Console X. It's a pretty cool system. I want to get I'm getting actually a couple controllers that'll work good with this. So couple wired controllers, so that'll be cool. What I did like about this is it actually has a branded SanDisk card in it, which is awesome. A lot of them come with like just crap cards, and they like to get corrupted, and that's not cool, obviously. For sake of sounding like Carlito from wrestling, that's not cool. But yeah, it's coming right along. So definitely growing. Got my shelves up there. The main reason I want to put shelves, I guess to put stuff, but one of the big reasons I wanted to get shelves up there is because I wanted to put my alarm clock up there. Yeah, that's definitely a plus, brother. I appreciate you stopping in. But yeah, I got some stuff going. Got a couple more patches coming. And I got the 2 in the box whenever it shows up. I'm not sure. It's probably fall or something. I can't remember when they said the 2 in the box is going to be coming out. But I got that. I need to get a web belt, the GI belt, either a gray or white one. Doesn't really matter to me, but I need to get one of those at least. And I do have a buddy of mine holding a pack for me, and an Alice backpack frame for it. I have him holding that for me when I can afford to buy it. So it's good to have friends like that, you know. And but his name is Bernhard Ward. There we go. Here on YouTube, make sure you check him out. Awesome YouTuber. Does awesome things. All last month he did a vlog every day, and they're entertaining. So make sure you go check him out if you get a chance. His link will be in the description below once this video is uploaded. Might be in there now. I don't know how that works exactly. I think it's in there now. I think it just goes ahead and puts it in automatically. But yeah, last time I got kicked off. I'm not sure if it was the internet or what it was, but if I get kicked off this time, I apologize. I'll probably just stay off. There's really no need to jump back on. But if I get kicked off again, I'm going to have to figure out what the heck's going on. I don't have my gaming computer right here. I don't have it hardwired. So I'm probably going to change that. I'm going to get some sort of splitter or something. Because currently I have the PS5 hardwired. Just because the Wi-Fi and the PS5, or game consoles in general, typically don't do as well. So I'm going to keep it there. And I don't want to keep flip-flopping it, because you end up breaking that. You break that little clip off, and then you're done. It's a done deal. So I'm going to get another router, or a router would probably be the cheapest way to go, honestly. And put back here something that I can plug the main line into and split it off to multiple things, like the computer and PS5 and probably the TV, because it's got an Ethernet plug as well. So yeah, if I get a Raspberry Pi, then I can put that in as well. But yeah, I'm not sure if I don't think this thing has it. Actually, it might. Actually, it does. The Super Console X actually has an Ethernet port. I might plug one into that. So we'll see how many it has when I get one. Probably just buy a cheap one somewhere, like I did for the living room, just to give us better Wi-Fi. Because yeah, Wi-Fi kind of stinks on anything. But the computer picks it up better. But yeah, so probably going to turn this into some sort of Ghostbusters apparatus as well. Might make a Ghostbusters, might make a belt gizmo inside of this somehow, and then I can, hook stuff to it. But we'll see how it goes. See what we can do with this. Maybe even just put the PKA meter in this when I get it, if it'll fit in there well. If not, I'll figure out something to do. But yeah, so could just clip something to this ring, to this snap ring right here for the PKE meter. Have kind of like an all-in-one thing. Have the belt gizmo in there and PKE meter, stuff like that. See how it goes. I also I have a buddy that does 3D printing, so I could probably get. I'm probably going to get a one of those Lifeguard 2 things, the yellow thing that they have in Ghostbusters 2. I might get another one of those 3D printed, because obviously I lost that. I was thinking about getting goggles 3D printed, but I don't know how that would turn out, or how I would actually make straps for that. So we'll see how that goes, but figure out something. But anyway, I'll probably put this with my Ghostbusters stuff, because I'll probably be using that for Ghostbusters. I'll put this back in my wife's toolbox. where she knows it's going. I don't know if it actually was in there before or not, but it's a good place for it. But yeah, I wanted to come on here and touch base with everybody. Let you know I'm still here, still kicking, still collecting stuff. Eventually get a shed here when my insurance company decides they're going to cut me a check. Probably going to be a couple months, but I just think, I'm just thankful that I have a house. That it didn't take my house, because that would be even more detrimental, obviously, because especially with the insurance companies, they screwing around and not. I understand they have a lot of cases to do, not just mine. Unfortunately, there's other people that lost stuff, probably more than me, a lot of them. And I understand that, but it gets frustrating, when you're waiting on that sort of thing, and I'm not sure what you're gonna do. But like I said, if the house got lost, then it'd be so much worse. So I appreciate, I count my blessings that we didn't lose the house. So definitely a good thing there. All the stuff in the shed could be replaced. Although some of it's gonna be very difficult to, but it can be replaced with time and money. Time I have, money not as much, but that's the way it works. But it'll get back there. It's definitely a doable thing. It just takes a while. I mean, there's 25 years of collecting there that I, so I mean, can't do it overnight, that's for sure. But thanks to a good buddy of mine, it works where I work at. He's gotten me a lot of stuff back. I've obviously paid for it, but I mean, he's supplying me with the stuff, so with the plastic crack. So so if it wasn't for him, it'd give me good deals and stuff. I definitely wouldn't have as much stuff as I have now. So I got the Genesis Super Nintendo. I got a regular Nintendo. I got an Atari. Thanks to my sister and my brother-in-law, I have a PS3 and Xbox One S, or Xbox One X, excuse me, and that lovely gaming computer that you see glowing blue right there. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be streaming right now. So if you're watching or you watch this later, again, I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. It's hard for me to. I think it's the autism. I think it's my autism that keeps me from showing emotion a lot. But once in a while I will. But not as much as not as much as some other person that doesn't have autism, I guess I'm trying to say. But definitely appreciate it for sure. But I'm also trying to figure out some sort of way to do retro streaming again. It's going to be a while for that. I do have a little device there, that Super Console X, for now, until I actually get games for my consoles. Or I should say more games for my consoles. I have games for my consoles, just not a lot yet. To be able to do, stream about it. But I gotta figure how I'm gonna set that up, how I'm gonna do that. So I mean, the best way to do it would be have a second, have a screen here and play it off that screen, and have the camera, just point the camera to it like I normally did. But it's obviously going to be a little difficult because of the space that I have, the confined space. Obviously is going to hinder that quite a bit, so I have to see how it goes. I'll definitely figure out something. Anybody that's watched my channel long enough knows that I'll figure out something. I'll figure out a way. But don't have my tripod anymore, obviously. which my tripod was mostly designed for PlayStation 4 camera. So, and I'm clearly not on a PlayStation 4 camera anymore. That's actually one good thing that came from it. One of the very few good things that came from the fire is I'm on PC now, and it works a lot better. Better picture. Gotta get a light in here, as in you might be able to tell. I had that circular light over there, and I was an idiot and dropped, and it fell, and didn't have it fastened up there quite as well as it should have been, and it fell, and it broke the. It was a micro USB connection to power it. Came out. It broke out somehow. I don't know. These things are cheap anyway, obviously, but broke out, and yeah, so. But I definitely got to get some better lighting, so I can do videos better. This isn't too terrible. I mean, you can see me. Unfortunate for you guys, but it should have, it should have a little better lighting. So, but yeah, don't know how long I'll be on here, but I definitely wanted to jump in, do it. Not a very long stream. No longer than an hour, tops. Probably not going to make it to an hour, but especially if my kids start getting crazy out there, I'll probably just sign off. But definitely want to touch base with everyone, let them know that I'm still going, let you know kind of where I'm thinking of going with the lighting, and try to get back into the retro streaming. Like I said, I have the device to do it, and I have controllers coming. So the wireless controllers, they're great and all. Wireless is always great, but there's like a bit of a lag in the controller. Like there's just anybody that's played video games knows what I'm talking about. It's just a little bit of a lag. You touch the button and then it does something, instead of doing something right when you touch the button. That's what you want when you touch the button. Like, for instance, first thing I always try is Mario 2. That's one of the first things I always try. So you tap the button. As soon as you tap the button, it should move. It should jump. So speaking of that, I'll be probably doing a pickups video tomorrow, because I'm trading off some stuff with a buddy of mine, the same buddy I got all these consoles from. Well, at least most of the consoles, with the exception of the PS3 and the Xbox Series X, of course. But I'm going to be trading off some stuff. Kind of gave away a little bit of what I'm getting, but you didn't see what they look like yet. And I'm very excited to get them. So stay tuned, because I'll be getting news tomorrow, and more than likely be doing a pickups video tomorrow. Won't be very long. Normally sometimes I do it with my phone, but I've just been doing it live stream just because it's easier. Just go on here, go live, show what I need to show, and then sign off. It's just easier that way. So yeah, I didn't think it would be the PS4. I thought, that's kind of why I was on the PS4 for so long, because I knew that the PS4 was really easy to do, and I didn't know there was a program. I kind of had a feeling there was a program for the computer that would do the same thing, but I didn't know what it was, so I didn't do it. And it was just easier to keep going with the PS4. But now that I don't have a PlayStation 4 or anything like that to do it, so but like I said, that's kind of one of the good things about it, is that I'm now switched to a PC. Eventually I'll probably swap out the camera. It's not that bad, but eventually, if I get when I get money, which isn't a very big priority right now because it works. So, and the echoing's gone, and which is definitely a good thing. And it does like 1440p or something. Doesn't do 1080p, but I mean 720p, anything 720p or higher I mean, is good enough if you ask me. But I'll definitely get I'll definitely get a different camera one of these days, years from now, or maybe sooner if this one craps out. But I don't think it will. But some years down the road, I'll probably I'll definitely invest in a new camera. But like I said, not high on the priority list. Right now, the priority list is, well, I got the controllers coming tomorrow because buddy works right across from me, so I'm just gonna swap stuff tomorrow. Like I said, going to be doing pickups video on that. But then I'll have stuff I need to do to run this Super Console X the way it should be run. And then from there, I'll just have to figure out how exactly to do live streams with, like, streaming video games, basically, is what I'm saying. I do have another idea for a backdrop that I can put here, flip-flop them. I'm not going to give that away yet. I want that kind of be a surprise. Because I not just now, but recently thought of another thing I could put as a background. So, I'm looking forward to that. Probably not going to happen real soon, but it will happen. And just gotta figure out how I can get another monitor in here or something with sound, so that I can point the camera at it and do video, retro gaming stuff. Again, it's gonna take a little while, but I'll get there. So yeah, probably do like an hour at a time, just stream random games and take any requests if anybody has a request or anything. But yeah, so I might go to a half an hour here and jump off. This isn't really a good time to do streams. Normally I'm doing them like late Saturday and Sunday, but it kind of doesn't work like that now because kids going to sleep, and so getting them to sleep, and it's different. It's not outside of the house, it's in the house now, so it's kind of makes that difficult. So I appreciate everybody sticking with me and still checking out my streams and giving me encouragement, words of encouragement, stuff like that. And I especially appreciate the people helping. I got some donations and stuff. I'm not gonna say who they are because I don't know if they want me to say. I know one person definitely doesn't want me to say, because he has made it aware that he doesn't, and I respect that. So I'm not going to tell you who donated money or how much they donated, but three people has donated money to me. I don't even know if my sister and brother-in-law wanted anybody to know that they donated some stuff to me, but kind of already said that, so I hope they don't care about that. But yeah, I do have one of my buddies said that I should create a PayPal, and I have created a PayPal. But the problem is I'm one of those people that it's hard for me to receive anything from anybody, so I'm not going to put the email link to that PayPal account here, but maybe in the future I will. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. Hey, how's it going, Angel? Appreciate you stopping in. But it's coming right along. I got some more stuff coming too. I'll be doing a pickups video tomorrow. Got three more items coming tomorrow. Trading off some stuff, and as you know, I bought that stuff from the thrift store And of course I had in those things I had 3 zapper guns. You know, NES zapper guns. I'd only need 1, so I'm gonna trade 2 of those off. And I got a game here somewhere, but I'm gonna be trading that off to get other stuff that I need. So yeah. So yeah, it's come right along. Also, I had a buddy of mine donate these. I think I definitely already showed them on stream, but they're not Lego, but they're like I can't remember what that other company's name is. It's not Lego, but they're more like those than they are Lego. They're not really like Legos, but they're the 4 Ghostbusters. I haven't opened them up yet. I probably won't open them up just because, you know, why, you know. Now, if I had like a Lego piece, a flat Lego piece that had some stuff on it, and I could display that, then I really don't understand his head that's in there. But hey, Sour Exstone, how's it going, brother? Mr. Gage is here. Hell yeah, how's it going? But it's coming along. Like I said, getting a few things tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a pickups video on that. Need to get a light in here again because I broke the one. You can see me. I mean, it's not dark, but I'd rather have a little more lighting than this. Got my shelves up. Pretty awesome. Found them downstairs. I just went downstairs in our basement. We have a full basement. I went downstairs and was like trying to find stuff to make a shelf, and then I remembered that my nephew, when he lived here, he wanted to put a TV on the wall, and these shelves were there, so he took them off, and we laid them. Thankfully, we laid all the pieces there, nice and neat, so it was easy to. They were still laying there, so I'm like, heck yeah, there's all the pieces I need, and I was able to put the shelves up, put some more stuff on. So, well, yeah, I want to get the lighting, and I want to get another monitor or something to put here that I can get sound on to do retro streams. My sister and my brother-in-law, which right there, again, I don't know if they care if I say the stuff that they're donating to me, but I kind of already did. So Angel Potter and her husband there, Sour X Throne, they also got me a monitor, like a PC monitor. It was really awesome. It had two HDMI ports, and it was awesome. All I would have had to have done was put some sort of sound to it and get like a splitter coming off of this little game console, so it would. Or I wouldn't need to even do that. I could just play it right on the. I just plug it right in there, but unfortunately, the monitor doesn't work. It won't power on. I'm gonna tinker with it. Maybe I can fix it. I'm not sure, but you win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? So I couldn't get the power on, but probably that's probably what I'm gonna be looking for. Something like that. Has at least one HDMI port. I can plug something in. Then I can just simply, set the camera somewhere and aim it to it, and I can do do some retro streaming. Like I said, I'm gonna get controllers for that tomorrow and everything. I got you a game for your PlayStation. I can't see that from the Oh, hell yeah, brother. I really appreciate that. I really do. PlayStation 2, that'd be awesome. That's something I don't have. Used to have like 3 of them. And sold a couple of them off. Now I have 0 of them. Sucks, but I really appreciate that, brother, for sure. I do. And I got space to set it, which is awesome. I got a couple shelves here. I got some stuff I can still got some room to set some stuff, so thankfully, so that'll be awesome. Definitely appreciate it for sure. Really miss playing Dark Cloud on PlayStation 2. I can get it on my PlayStation 5 though. I think I'm gonna probably download it again, because I can download it again because I've already bought it, and do some live streams like that with the PlayStation 5. That'd be awesome. But the PlayStation 5 controller, I failed to mention this, but the PlayStation 5 controller, it can be wired to the Super Console X little console there, and it will work fine, but I don't want to do that just because I'm going to put extra wear and tear on my controller. It's the only one I have, so I don't want to wear out this controller sooner than than it needs to wear out. So that's why I lined up to get a couple controllers. Like I said, I can get them tomorrow in a game. So I'm going to be doing a pickup video on that tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. Nothing's ever set in stone, as everybody knows. I mean, something could go on and I don't do it, but I more than likely will, because it'll be, like I said, it'll just be a live stream like this because it's just easier to do. But and if someone comes in and comments, I'm not gonna just ignore them, obviously, but I'll basically come on and show what I need to show and jump off, kind of deal. So it's probably going to be a 6-minute video or 10-minute video or something like that, and I'll just catch people in between. And I apologize in advance if someone types something and I don't see it before I jump off, because that does sometimes happen. It probably happens on this kind of live stream as well, just because there's a delay in it, and I do apologize for that. But it's just the way it works sometimes, But yeah, I mean, it's coming along. So I mean, like I said, when I first started rebuilding, it's the only direction it goes up. I mean, I'm as far down as I could have gotten as far as my collection. You know what I mean? With the exception of the Switch. I did have the Switch, which I need to get a docking station for, because I don't have that anymore, and they're going to be like $65. Yeah, it sucks, but gotta do what you gotta do. It's going to be a while, but let's see. Got another message here. Yes, it will. I appreciate that, brother. I do have a downloaded copy, but I love to have a physical copy of the game. You know what I'm saying? I love having a physical copy just because you never know. I mean, like, if they take off support of it, which they're not going to do anytime soon, but you never know. I mean, if they take support off of it, they no longer support online play, my download is going to be worthless, even playing offline. I won't be able to even do that probably. That's the way a lot of the games work. Even though it has an offline feature, I probably won't be able to play offline, but if I have a disc, I'll be able to play offline. So, but yeah, I really appreciate that. Plus, I like having physical collection, physical copies and stuff. Sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes it just happens, but sometimes you have to download it. But for sure, I definitely appreciate it, for sure, brother. But yeah, there is no PlayStation 4. I'll tell you in a minute. There is no PlayStation 5 version of it. That the one that's downloaded that you're running on the PS5 is actually PS4 version of it. They never did upscale it to PS5. So yeah, the one I play, the downloaded version is the PS4 version of it. So yeah, there's a small handful of titles, of PS4 titles, that won't work on the PlayStation 5, and I did read that list at one point, and I think there was the only one I even recognized from the list at that time was a I can't even remember what it's called now. It's like a sniper game. Shit. It's like a sniper game where you're like a hitman. There we go. Where you're a hitman. It's called Hitman. There's a Hitman game, a specific Hitman game that won't work, but hell yeah, brother. I really appreciate it for sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm starting to get built back up, you know, with help from family and friends. It's definitely helping. Definitely didn't think I'd have all this stuff this quick, you know. It's definitely a sigh of relief because it's just, yeah. It's gonna take a while longer, obviously, and I know that, but it's come along good from, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's come along good. So still got, you know, a decent amount of space to put stuff, so I'm probably going to put that other shelving unit under the desk beside the other one at some point, just to kind of free up that space, because I might end up putting a little stand there with like a CRT television or a monitor to do the live stream, to do the, you know, to do the retro live streams, stuff like that. We'll see how it works, but definitely it'll fit under there. So I know that part. I know at least that part will work. But yeah, also, I failed to mention Angel Potter, my sister, and Sour X thrown there, her husband, my brother-in-law. They also got me an L-shaped desk. They drove like, I don't even know how many hours, at least 2 hours, maybe 3 hours away from the house just to get me a desk, and I really appreciate that. And it works perfect in the space. It couldn't fit in here more perfect. It's strange, but it's like it was made for this corner. But and it's definitely given me a ton more room than I had before. So I'd really appreciate that as well. Definitely works out great. I've got a couple shelves here still. So yeah, like I said, I'm the kind of person that doesn't receive stuff from people well. I don't like receiving stuff from people. I like giving stuff, but I really don't, you know. And that's what I was saying about. That's what makes it hard, because I'm used to somebody, you know, that has less than me saying, you know, I really need a cord for this or something. I'm like, oh, I got an extra one here, I'll give it to you, know. I can't do that anymore because I don't have anything. You know, it's gone. It's all gone, you know. So it's you know, it sucks. You know, that's another part of it that sucks, is that I can't help other people, you know. I used to have so much extra stuff that I didn't need that I could just give to people because I didn't need it, you know, and can't do that anymore. So it's, yeah. Or, you know, so many extra stuff that, you know, that I could sell or I could trade off for stuff I do need, you know. So it makes it difficult. I appreciate that, I really do. It's just I'm not a receiver, you know what I'm saying? It sucks. But I mean, it's great, but it sucks, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's alright. Obviously it's not your fault, but yeah, I mean, it's a great looking monitor. It's got a lot of stuff on it, great stuff on it actually. But yeah, I don't know it's like a touch sensitive power button, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But I'm definitely gonna fiddle with it more before I toss it out, obviously, because it could be just something simple, you know, like you're saying. It could just be something easy. So, but you never know. I mean, sometimes it's easy stuff. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. You know how that goes. But now that I'm at 40 minutes, I'll go to an hour here before I jump off. Got some more stuff I need to do, of course, but I helped my wife plant her rose bushes and stuff out in front of the house. So I got that all done. Probably ruined one of my shirts, but oh well, whatever. I'll put it right in the wash with everything. So hopefully the dirt comes out of it, but we'll see. It's a white shirt, so I doubt it, but it's all right. But yeah, I'll probably cook up some food for everybody, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll jump off in an hour, like I said. But until then, if anybody has anything to chat about, feel free. Has any questions, comments, concerns, whatever the case may be. I don't know what concerns they would have, but but you know what I mean. Trying to think, I don't think there's anything else. I was trying to rig up a cable. Here's part of the cable, which again sucks because I don't have my big tote bag full of like various types of wires and stuff that I can, instead of going out and buying a specific adapter, I can just make that adapter out of parts. I can't really do that anymore because I don't have those parts to do it with, but as you can see, this is male RCAs, and I need a female 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on the end of this, which I don't currently have, so I'll probably just have to order one, or if it's cheaper to order just the end. Gregory, I'm live streaming, buddy. I'll be done in a little bit, bud. I'll text mommy. If it's cheaper to just buy an end, I'll just do that and, make the cord. But just doing that because my TV doesn't have a headphone jack. It has a black and white. It has a white and red output, and I need to adapt it to 3.5 millimeter headphone jack so I can plug headphones into it. So yeah, so I can wear headphones when I'm like over here and watching something that I don't want to disturb anyone else, basically. I probably have a cord. I have tons of extra cords. Well, what it is, I definitely appreciate any cords you can give me. Even the headphones that don't work because I can cut the end off. But it's not the, how am I going to say this? It's, where's the headphones? Well, as a matter of fact, I got these headphones from my sister and brother-in-law as well. I don't know if I showed them online or not. I think I did. It's not this cord. It's not this end. It's the female version of this that this would plug into, basically. You know what I mean? It's basically the female version of this, so I can plug headphones into. Basically, it'll be wired to these, which will go on the audio outs of my TV, and then the headphones will plug into a female 3.5 millimeter headphone jack over there. So, well, yeah, I mean any cords will work. Any cords will help. That's for daggone sure. I do have a few cords in the house here, adapters and stuff, but I don't have anything like that, so. But yeah. Okay, yeah, appreciate it. But I mean, like I said, any chords work. Like any chords that you know, any chords you don't need will definitely help replenish that, because that's how a lot of times I'll just make the cord instead of having to go out and buy it, you know, pay $5 or $6 for a little adapter that, you know, I mean, sometimes I can find it cheaper, but sometimes not. So that's what I used to do, is just make different adapters myself. But yeah, I do have a toolkit. I do have a little mini toolkit and stuff. Don't have my heat shrink anymore, or any kind of thing to heat shrink it with, but don't have that kind of stuff. I just have to use electrical tape for now until I get stuff like that back. So it's going to take a little time to get stuff built back up like that, especially. Anytime I go to a thrift store or something, I'm going to be looking out for various cords that I might be able to use and modify into other, you know what I mean, modify to other adapters and stuff, cords and stuff. So definitely a lot cheaper to make your own a lot of times than it is to buy these adapters, because Walmart is a good, don't get me wrong, Walmart's a good place to shop for sure. I shop there way too much. But when it comes to adapters and stuff like that, sometimes they get pretty expensive. Like you can buy them online a lot cheaper, but then you got to wait a week to get them, you know, and you might need them, you know. I mean, it's not life or death, obviously, but it's something that you need relatively fast, and if you order it online, it's going to take a while. So instead of being able to buy it in a store or be able to create it, you know, make it yourself and have it, you know, even making it yourself doesn't take 2 or 3 days like a delivery would. So like I said, I'm going to be getting some more patches and stuff coming up here, so I'll definitely show them off on stream as well. Got to figure out the lighting again. Like I said, that light ring worked well, but it fell off the wall and it no longer works. The little piece broke off, and the micro USB plug to give it power broke off, so it's kind of gone. So I might even get like strips of LEDs or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see like the cheapest way I can go. So that's basically, you know, that's basically what I'll do, is find the cheapest solution that I can that works the best. So that's what really any of us can do, unless you're freaking filthy rich or something. But I'm clearly not. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can show that I recently got. Let's see, here's the controllers for that Super Console X. They're not terrible. They look like a PS3 controller. They're not terrible by any means, but they just have like, I can't say lag, like they're not like not stick drift, lag. Okay, so the lag is the proper word for it, because the stick drift is when you stop moving the stick and it just keeps moving. That's stick drift. But lag, you know, you hit the button. When you hit the button, you know, this button or whatever, boom, it's jump. Boom, jump. You know, when you hit the button, not jump, jump, jump. You know what I mean? You hit the button in a half a second later, it jumps. It's got a slight hesitation, and whereas a lot of people might not think that's too big of a deal, it kind of is. It makes or breaks a video. Like if there's pretty much any game you play has timing involved in it, so you know.
Hello, look what she.
Gregory, go ask your mom.
Where is she?
On the porch. Thank you. I'm almost done, buddy. If you don't have it by then, I'll get it for you. But yeah, it's kind of like a big deal because pretty much any game you play, it's gonna have some sort of.
On the porch.
All right, Greggy, just give me a sec. Anyway, what I was saying is pretty much any game you play has some sort of timing involved in it. So that's by it being off a little bit, just a little bit, even a little bit, it definitely hinders your gameplay. So where these aren't the worst controllers in the world, they're certainly not that great either. But you kind of have to expect that from, after, a cheap, it's not really that cheap. I can't remember how much it was, but it's got 128 gigabyte SanDisk in there, so I don't think it was real cheap, but I'd say like $50, $60 and up, depending on the model you get, or because there's a pro version of it as well. But, as opposed to, an expensive console, obviously. So, but yeah, they just got a slight delay in them. So, nothing huge, but at the same time, it kind of is because it's your gameplay. It's timing is everything when it comes to games. But anyway, please excuse the little interruptions. It's just, they're kids. It's gonna happen. So, didn't used to get that just because I wasn't in the game. I was in the game room and not in the house. But I'm sure all of you understand that. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off here in a few minutes here. Go up to 60 minutes, an hour, whatever you want to call it. Take care of some situation out there. But, especially if they start fighting out there like they've been doing for a little while here. Sibling rivalry. But, yeah, like I said, I'm going to be doing a pickup video tomorrow, I'm sure, at some point. Just, like a 10-minute video or something. It's not going to take very long to do that. And if I miss one of your comments, while I'm doing it, I appreciate, I apologize for that. Just because I'm just going on there to do like a pickup video, so kind of the intent of it, and it's just easier to do a live stream with it. So got my stuff bagged up here to take to the trade off tomorrow. So like I said, we're gonna be doing a pickup video on that, and also, like I said, I have another idea for to swap this out with the other stuff with another item once in a while, so that should be cool. And I'm rocking like an old man. Get off my yard, Sonny. But yeah, it's coming right along. Definitely starting to grow. As far as getting my own, getting a shed or whatever, it's gonna be a little while for that, but it'll get there eventually. I'll eventually be able to do that. So since my insurance company decides they're gonna pay out, kind of screwing me around a little bit, and I never had any aspirations or any kind of ideas that I was going to get a ton of money from the insurance company, but I think I should definitely get enough for a shed at least, and then I'll be able to build from there. I'll have to insulate it, drywall it, or paneling it. Like I said, I think I said before that I'm gonna try to find maybe somebody that, because once in a while you can find people that like tear trailers apart, like house trailers apart, and have like that old wood paneling or something I can buy from them cheap, and I can just paint it. You know what I mean? So there's that option. Be a lot cheaper than drywall, and just as strong, if not better, than drywall. 'Cause drywall really isn't that strong. So there is that I can try to do, to make cost a little bit cheaper, because insulation is going to be pretty expensive. Have to do the wiring and stuff and all that, which is actually one of the cheapest parts of the whole project, obviously. But well, except for, well, yeah, that's probably the cheapest part. The wiring and switches, of course. Switches are cheap. Switches and receptacles are cheap. So yeah. So coming up on the hour mark here. Probably should have put this. Well, I couldn't do really 60 minutes in the Oasis just because I'm not in the Oasis. I'm in the rebuilding of the Oasis. I wanted to call it the resurrection of the Oasis, but I didn't want to get any kind of. I didn't want to offend anyone that, I mean, I believe in God as well, but and Jesus as well, but I didn't want to go that route. So I'm just going to call it, the rebuilding of the Oasis until I don't call it that, basically. Or I mean, I probably won't call it that all the time, but just for the title of this video at least. Obviously, I'm going to be changing titles of the videos slightly, like I've always been doing. Maybe similar, but definitely different. So, yeah, like I said, going to be getting better lighting here. Going to be trying to figure out retro gaming stream, and got another backdrop in mind for here to swap them out. That's kind of where I'm going moving forward. It's kind of a recap of where I'm going moving forward, and then I'll probably focus on when I do buy more stuff, which I'm not gonna just I'm gonna be buying more stuff, but it's gonna be gradually, obviously. Probably gonna be focusing more on games, just to have the games, different ones and stuff, and yeah, so it's probably where I'm going to be going moving forward. But yeah, if anybody has any kind of suggestions of different ideas or anything like that, more than welcome to put them in the comment section below. And all the descriptions, I did get that straightened out. All of the links will be in the description below for now on. As the video's uploaded, I don't have to go in later and change it. I got it set in there now, so all I gotta do is change the title of the video and I'm good. So yeah. But if anybody has any, like I said, if anybody has any ideas, or if anybody has any questions about anything, ideas meaning, things that I can talk about, questions meaning just that, questions about maybe something that I have here, or something that I'm going to maybe try to do in the future, stuff like that, please feel free again to put it in the comment section below. Also check out, like I said, check out the links in the description below, as always, and appreciate everybody's support, and still watching my stream and sticking with me.